is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, get away. There. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Look at me. Go. Check 24. Hey, lock it. Check ready.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Now a first down throw. Watson looking for his running back, and he's got it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Completes it to Lee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Check 53. You.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leo. Hey, Delta.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Browns 0. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Here we go. Slam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Crunch.
Real.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They run the counter. Harper. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick your game up.
Here's Watson. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch twist.
Up, left.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
Y'all not ready. One touch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check.
Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
Ready.
Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set. 30 base.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Check 26, check 26. Bam.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ready? 5.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check.
Go.
Switch.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Third down.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch 80. Watch 80. He likes to get those jumps.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And able to find Conley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Right there.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
4 down. Check number 6.
Watch the safety crease. Check 9.
Big ass.
Hey, lock it. Now.
3rd down, it's Armstead. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Jaguars.
Ready, break.
53 smart. Check 53.
Go.
Watch it slap.
Ready.
On 1st down, again, they go with Armstead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 51's the mark.
Watson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by Funchess. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is Harris. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Sam off.
He's checking. Crash.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey. You got three. Three down.
Mayfield on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Come on.
Back to throw, Watson. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10.
Leo.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get it.
On second and 11 now. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's it, baby.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha.
Watson now operating from the gun. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Ready? 30 base.
51. Bring it.
Roll out.
Check hot.
Lead grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at the 3, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. Funches has it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Harper. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, set.
All right, Q, let's go. All right, Q. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Rock it. Ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Harris to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Caught here by Conley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Kill.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Check the outs, check the out.
Let go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Ready?
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Jim. He's coming. Double up.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Last stop.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back.
Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Harper, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harper. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And again, it's Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Got to do better. on, QB, come on.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll make it third down.
Good. 180.
37. Night, sweetheart.
Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on fourth down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
53. Let's put him on.
Deep grip.
Here's Muhammad. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
65. 65.
Now.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Jaguars on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's taken in at the 9. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns' drive about to get started.
So don't say nothing.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
Check, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield now. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Two times.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
I'm coming for you. You miles.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield going up top. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Harper. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's going to be caught. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harper. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Any day. No. Off. King. Mike, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Harper, and he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Harper. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Strip that ball.
One last shot from Mayfield here. That's to his running back, complete. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head